You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
It's very likely he will not go far in his career. He is more comfortable playing it safe than taking big steps. He may sound sensible and organized, but when it comes to working hard or grabbing opportunities, he often holds back or hesitates. You may hear big ideas from him, but don't expect to see much action.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's not the type to bounce back quickly. Instead of facing problems head on, he's more likely to avoid them or quietly step away, hoping things sort themselves out. This means he often misses the chance to solve problems early.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work probably see him as polite and easy to get along with, not someone who stirs up trouble or fights. He avoids arguments and rarely raises his voice, preferring to keep peace, even if it means holding back his own opinions. In short, he's liked for his manners, but not always remembered as a leader.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he won't feel jealous or threatened. He's not very competitive and tends to keep his own feelings private, so he's unlikely to act out or pick fights. He may not cheer loudly or show big excitement, but he will be quietly supportive in his own way.
What if you start earning more than him?
He won't secretly resent you or feel strongly insecure if you earn more than him. He isn't someone who ties his self worth to money or status, and he's unlikely to turn competitive or bitter. He may not talk much about it, but he'll quietly accept the situation.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money carefully and prefers to stick to a budget. He isn't the type to make big, risky purchases or waste money on things he doesn't need. Instead, he likes to keep track of expenses and make sure bills are paid on time.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. Flashy things, showing off, or keeping up with others' lifestyles are not his style. You will never find him bragging or trying to impress people with money.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't naturally open handed or warm with his resources or feelings. While he won't be rude or mean, he's more likely to hold back when it comes to giving, whether that's with money, gifts, or kind gestures. If you value a big hearted giver, you may find him a bit reserved and careful.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more open and honest about money than secretive or controlling. He likes things to be clear and organized, so he won't hide expenses, make sneaky purchases, or keep you in the dark about finances. He's not the type to use money as a way to control people or create drama.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is not the type to believe housework is just the woman's job. He values fairness and likes to keep things organized. So he feels everyone should pitch in to keep the home running well. You won't hear him make excuses for leaving chores all to you.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is more likely to quietly do his part with chores and even diapers rather than just supervising or watching from the side. He may not jump for joy over housework, but he believes in keeping things organized and will take responsibility when it's needed. He won't leave everything to you or act like he's doing you a favor. He sees shared work as a normal part of family life.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He doesn't argue just to prove he's right. In fact, he avoids fights whenever he can. When you share your point of view, he listens quietly and prefers to keep the peace rather than push his own opinion. If you explain how you feel, he tries to understand, even if he doesn't say much.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and does not say hurtful things or act aggressive. Instead of yelling or lashing out, he tends to go quiet and keeps his feelings inside. If something bothers him, he will pull back and withdraw rather than create a loud scene or use harsh words.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, this is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He tends to be calm and patient even when things go wrong. This means you don't have to worry about sudden outbursts or temper tantrums.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility, especially when he knows he's made a mistake. He prefers harmony over blaming. So, if there's a problem, he's more likely to quietly accept fault rather than point fingers at you. You won't find him blaming you just to protect his pride.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He values peaceful relationships and doesn't like to push or force anyone to do something they're uncomfortable with. You won't have to worry about him pressuring you or disrespecting your feelings.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind of man who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. He may feel a little quiet or withdrawn, but he won't get upset or make you feel guilty about it. Instead of sulking or blaming you, he is more likely to give you space and respect your feelings.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He's respectful and values privacy, so he would never use something personal to hurt or embarrass you later. Even if you argue or have a disagreement, he is not the type to bring up secret moments just to win a point or make you feel small.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He prefers stability and routine in his life, including his relationships. He isn't someone who seeks attention or excitement outside of what he already has at home.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he's not over possessive or controlling. He doesn't get jealous easily or act suspicious about where you go or who you talk to. His calm and gentle nature means he prefers trust and peace over arguments and doubts.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a sign of a controlling personality. He cares about safety and peace, but he does not use this as an excuse to control or limit your freedom. With him, protection means quiet support, not rules or restrictions.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to see parenting as a team effort and will quietly do his share of the work. He may not take the lead or be the most hands on parent for every little thing, but he believes that running a family should be fair and organized. You won't find him dumping all the parenting on you or acting like it's only your job.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and quiet rather than losing his temper. He doesn't yell or explode. Instead, he takes a step back, thinks things through, and handles the situation with patience. If you are worried about angry outbursts or harsh punishments, you can feel safe with him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He respects your efforts at home and understands you have your own identity, dreams, and needs. With gentle guidance, he'll back you up, both as a mother and as the woman you have always been.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will suddenly change and ask you to quit your career after having a child. He believes in routine and fairness and doesn't like to create surprise demands or shift the rules on you. He may not be overly expressive, but his support is sincere and steady.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with respect and politeness, but real warmth may not come easily to him. He is careful with his manners and will never be rude or dismissive, always making sure to greet them properly and help out when needed. His warmth grows slowly, but his respect and good intentions are always there from the start. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and not make things worse. He doesn't like arguments or drama, so he'll try to keep the peace and avoid heated situations. You can trust that he will not embarrass you or act out.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is likely to be steady and consistent in his expectations rather than switching between modern at home and traditional in public. He values order and fairness, so he won't suddenly put on a different face or expect you to dramatically change how you act around his relatives. His focus is more on harmony and respect than on appearances or impressing others.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will quietly support you rather than side with others or stay completely out of it. He does not like getting into open conflict, so you may not see him argue loudly for your sake, but he will make sure you don't feel alone. His way of support is calm and reliable, not dramatic.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not strongly a mummy's boy. While he respects his mother and avoids open fights, he also values peace and fairness in the home. In a conflict between you and his mother, he won't rush to take sides loudly, but he won't blindly support her either. Instead, he tries to keep things calm and make sure no one is hurt.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and prefers to keep personal matters between the two of you. This approach protects your trust and makes your relationship feel safe.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man is like having a calm, steady river flowing through your life. Every day brings routine, quiet support, and a sense of safety. There are rarely big surprises, fights, or wild swings in mood.